Hello students, you are welcome to this class. In this class, let us discuss the second session of relation and function. Is the first chapter of 12th standard mathematics. Relations and function and session number 2. So my dear student, relation and function second part we are going to discuss. In the first part we discuss just introductory concept about a relation function, and we discuss a few problems from the exercise 1.1. So in this class we are going to continue the exercise 1.1, the rest of the problem. Let us start our session now. Question number 6. What is the question? Show that the relation R in the set 1, 2, 3 given by R equal to 1, 2, 2, 1 is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. So dear student, we have to show that the given relation R defined in the set 1, 2, 3 is symmetric but not reflexive and not transitive. So that only we are going to discuss. Let us take the relation R. What is the relation R? In the roster form 1, 2 and 2, 1. Where the set A contain only 3 elements 1, 2, 3. So 1, 1 or 2, 2 or 3, 3 does not belongs to R. So R is not equal to 1, 1, 2, 2 or 3, 3, and therefore we can say R is not reflexive. Or for all A of the set A comma A does not belongs to the relation R. This is enough. Okay. So the relation is not reflexive. The first part not reflexive. For the second part, we have to show that, or we have to confirm whether the relation is symmetric or not. Listen. Let us. There are two elements. 1, 2 belongs to R and its reverse relation, that is 2, 1. 1 pre-image of 2 and 2 pre-image of 1. Both belongs to the same relation. So 1, 2 belongs to R and its reverse relation 2, 1 also belongs to R. And therefore for all elements A, B belongs to R and B, A also belongs to R, and this implies we can conclude the relation R is symmetric. Okay, and third one for transitive, and we have to take two elements A, B, B, C. We have the pair. Yes, 2 is image of 1, the same 2 is pre-image of 1. So the number 2 has dual role and image role as well as and pre-image role. So let us take 1, 2, A, B and B, it is 2, 1 belongs to R. Then this implies the relation between 1 and 1, 1, 1 does not belongs to R, and this implies R is not transitive. Or is not transitive. I think this is to prove, and we have proved. We'll move to next question. Question number 7. Show that The relation R in the set A of all the books in a library of a college and given by R is set of all ordered pair x comma y where x and y are two different books having same number of pages is an equivalent relation. What is the relation? Let us write a relation in set builder form. The representative element or the ordered pair, representative ordered pairs of the relation x comma y, where x and y have same number of and pages. Okay, here x comma y belongs to and A. What is A? Set of all books. Here x comma y belongs to A and A is and set of all and books in a library. Okay, and first one we have to test whether it is reflexive or not. To test reflexive, let us take uh, any element of the set A, or we have to take any book from the library. Let x belongs to A. What is A? Set of all books in a library. Then x comma x belongs to R because x and comma x and x or x comma x instead of x and x. Okay, x and x have same number of pages. And therefore the relation R is reflexive. Okay, and to discuss and symmetric nature, let us consider an arbitrary member x comma y of the relation R. That means and both x and y have same number of pages. And this implies we can interchange both y and x have same number of and pages. This conclude y comma x also an element of the relation R. So this shows that the relation R is symmetric. Okay, it is symmetric. Next we have to test transitive. So to discuss a transitive relation, we need two ordered pairs of the form A comma B, B comma C. So let x comma y, y comma z belongs to R. Yeah, x comma y comma z are three and books from the a collection of books from a college library. So X, Y, Z are three books and taken from the set A. Then how to conclude? Number of pages of X is equal to number of and pages of Y, and number of pages of Y is equal to number of pages of Z, and combining number of pages of X is the same as number of pages of Z. So this conclude X comma Y, not X comma Y, and X comma Z also an element of the relation R. So this is true for the two ordered pairs X comma Y and Y comma Z. So this conclude the relation R is transitive. So R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Therefore, the relation R is an equivalence relation. Okay, and go through it, and we'll discuss next question. Question number 8, and show that the relation R in the set A containing 5 elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 given by the relation R defined as a collection of ordered pair A comma B such that the absolute difference between A and B is even number. We have to show that it is an equivalent relation, and show that all the elements of 1 comma 3 comma 5 are related to each other, and all the elements of 2 comma 4 are related to each other, and but no element of 1 comma 3 comma 5 is related to any other element of 2 comma 4. So we have to discuss after concluding an equivalent relations of the given relation. So let us write first R in the set builder form. The representative element, that is ordered pair A comma B, such that absolute difference between the two elements A comma B is even number, and A comma B belongs to the set 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, so this is a relation. To discuss one by one, first reflexive. So dear student, to discuss a reflexive case, and we have to take one member of the given set A, anyone. Okay, let A of the set A. The A can be either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and this implies what is absolute difference between A and A? 0, even number. Because of absolute difference even number, we can conclude A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to A. and therefore the relation R is reflexive. The relation R is reflexive. We have concluded the first part. The second one, we have to test symmetric nature. Symmetric relation or symmetricity. So to discuss a symmetric relation or existence of symmetric nature, and we have to take an arbitrary member of the relation R. So let us take A comma B from the relation R. Here A comma B can be element of the set 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. It is very important. As A comma B belongs to R, absolute difference between A and B even number, and by interchanging A and B, mod of B minus A also the same even number, and because of this we can conclude B comma A also belongs to the relation R, and because of this conclusion, and we can conclude the relation R is symmetric or is a symmetric relation. Okay, then to discuss a transitive nature. Or transitive relation, let us take two elements A comma B and B comma C belongs to R, and the elements A comma B comma C and belongs to the set 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, and this implies absolute difference of A minus B is even number. So even number, for example, we can write 2R, and R any integers. This implies A minus B equal to plus or minus 2R. Here R any integers. Okay, and here plus or minus mean we can take and more specifically R is natural number. R is natural number. But we can accept 0 also. That is why instead of natural number, we can take whole numbers. A minus B plus or minus 2R. And mod of B minus C is also 2R mean 2S, and this implies and B minus C is equal to plus or minus and 2S, where S belongs to whole number. Adding both and minus B plus B cancel. A minus C is plus or minus and 2 R plus S, plus or minus 2 into R plus R plus S, so another whole number, and this implies mod of A minus C even number. Mod of A minus C even number means A comma C also an element of the relation R, and therefore R is a transitive relation. R is transitive relation, and here R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. So this implies we can say R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalent relation. And what are the remaining part of the solution? That is question, and we have to check now. 1, 3, 5. So that all the elements of 1, 3, 5 are related to each other, and all the elements of 2, 4 are related to each other. 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4. We have to check it now. 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4. So 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4. If we take 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. If we take any two elements from this result, 1, 3 and belongs to R, 1, 5 belongs to R, because the difference even number, and 3, 5 also belongs to R, and therefore every elements of 1, 3, 5, what to say, are related to, all the elements of are related to each other. Okay, all the elements of this related to each other. Instead of every element, we can write all the elements of the set 1, 3, 5 are related to each other. And if we take 2, 4, what is the difference between 2, 4? 2, 4 or 4, 2 belongs to R, and therefore all the elements of the set 2, 4 are related to each other. And there is one more, and set is given 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4. If we take one element from 1, 3, 5 and one element of 2, 4, then what is happening? And no element of the set 1, 3, 4 is not related to, no element of 1, 3, 4 is related to an element of the set 2, 4. And because 1, 2 does not belongs to R, or 3, 4 does not belongs to R, or 4, 2 uh, 1, 3, this is 5, 5, 2 odd number, not even number, does not belongs to R. We can say all the possibilities 1, 2, 1, 4, or 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 5, 4, and do not belongs to the relation R. Okay, hence proved. We'll go to next question. And question number 9, show that each of the a relation R. Each of there are two relations given, so that each of the relation are in the set. What is the set? And integers, and from 0 to 12 given by this relation R with representative element a comma b. The absolute difference between a and b is a multiple of 4. We have to test. The second case, both A and B are equal. Pre-image and image equal always. Is an equivalent relation. Is an equivalent relation, and find the set of all elements related to 1 in each case. Let us take subdivision 1. What is the relation from subdivision 1? The representative element A comma B, and with the condition absolute difference of these two elements is a multiple of 4. It's a multiple of 4. It's a multiple of 4, and one by one we can test. And reflexivity. For reflexivity, we have to take one element from the set A. Let A belongs to the set and 0 to 12. Then mod of A minus A 0 multiple of 4. Therefore, R is reflexive. Therefore, R is reflexive. Then, to discuss symmetric nature, symmetricity, let us take an arbitrary member. Let A comma B belongs to R. Here A comma B separately a member of the set 0, 1, 2 up to 12. And this implies absolute difference of A and B is a multiple of 4. And this implies absolute difference B and A also multiple of 4. Now we can conclude B comma A also belongs to R. So this proves that the relation from the first case is symmetric, and therefore the relation R is symmetric. To discuss transitive nature, transitivity, let us take the two ordered pair A comma B. B is the image as well as B should be pre-image of any other element. C belongs to R, and here the elements A comma B comma C and taken from the set 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 12. Then this implies A minus B equal to plus or minus 4R, or any whole number. 0 is accepted, and B minus C also plus or minus 4S. Here S belongs to the set of whole number, another whole number. Then adding these two, A minus B plus B cancel, A minus C and plus or minus 4 R plus S. R plus S another whole number. R plus S belongs to W, and this implies mod of A minus B multiple of 4, and this implies not B cancel, this should be C, A minus C, A comma C, and belongs to R. And this conclude that the relation R is transitive. So it is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. And this implies R is an equivalence relation. Okay, so dear student, the first case, and we have showed the relation is an equivalent relation. Let us check what is the and second case R equal to A comma B, where A and B, that is A comma B belongs to the set and 0 to 12. So let us discuss the second case. Now R is a relation A comma B such that A equal to B. R is a relation A comma B such that A equal to B, and here the two elements A comma B belongs to the set 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 12. Okay, then A and B should be equal. A and B should be equal. Now we can write straight away what are the possibilities mean, and 0 comma 0, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2. These are the elements up to 12 comma 12. This is a tabular form of the relation. From the tabular form of the relation, it is understood, and R is reflexive. R is reflexive. Okay, so we'll continue. R is reflexive because A comma A belongs to R for any element A of the set A. That is, A is 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 12. Up to 12. Then, and 1 comma for any A comma A belongs to R means its reverse relation also, and R is symmetric. For every and A comma A belongs to R, its reverse A comma A also belongs to R. And third one, R is transitive. Why transitive? Then A comma B and B comma C and pair is not possible. In the relation R. So whenever A comma B and B comma C and pair is not there, is not possible in the relation R mean, we can conclude R is transitive, and therefore from the second case also R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalent relation. Let us have look about the nature of the question. Okay, find the set of all elements related to 1 in each case. What to do? The set of all elements and related to 1 in each case. In the first case, and the absolute difference should be 4. The second case, and pre-image and image should be equal. So the set of all elements related to 1 from each case, and we have to discuss. The set of all elements related to an element 1, and case 1, the elements related to 1 with respect to first relation. Elements related to 1 with respect to the first relation. Is square bracket of 1 or equivalent class or set of all elements related to 1 is, and the difference should be, and 4, the elements should be taken from the given set 0 to 12. So 1 plus 5 minus 1, 4. We can take 5, and adding 4, 5 plus 4, 9, and 9 plus 4, 13. 13 plus 4 more than 12. So 13 also will not come. 13 and does not belongs to this set. So what are the elements related to 1? So 1, 5, 1 minus 5, 4, and 1 minus 9, 8. That's all. Then second case, elements related to 1 with respect to the second relation is 1 alone. The second relation 1 alone. Yes, 1 minus 1, 0, and both pre-image and image should be 1. Okay, we'll move to next question and give an example of a relation which is symmetric but neither reflexive and nor transitive. And if we take the set with the 3 elements, for example, and 5 comma 6 comma 7, and the relation R is a subset of A cross A. Now we can take the relation R in the tabular form 5 comma 6 and 6 comma 5. So this relation is not reflexive. Yes, 5 comma 5 R is not reflexive. Why? A comma A does not belongs to R for all A belongs to the set A. It is 5 comma 5, 6 comma 6, 7 comma 7, and all the 3 ordered pair do not belongs to the relation R. So R is not reflexive. And 5 comma 6 R is not transitive also. Yes, 5 comma 6 A comma B form and 6 comma 5 B comma C form belongs to R, but the relation between first element, third element, 5 comma 5 does not belongs to R. Does not belongs to R. So it is not transitive. Now and we have to check whether symmetric or not. So it is symmetric. It is symmetric. And why? 5 comma 6 belongs to R, and is reverse relation 6 comma 5 also belongs to R. Okay, this is a 10th question, subdivision 1. We will move to next subdivision of question number 10. Second subdivision, and give an example of relation which is transitive but neither reflexive and nor symmetric. Transitive, it is transitive, but neither reflexive, it is not reflexive, and it is not symmetric. For the second one, we can have an example. Let the relation R with representative element a comma b such that and a is less than b, mean not less than or equal to, less than. So for all elements a of set, the set is not given, any set a, then a comma a does not belongs to R, because a pre-image should be less than image. So this implies R is not reflexive. Or is not reflexive. Okay, and which is transitive, not reflexive, and not symmetric also. And if a comma b belongs to R, a is less than b, then b is not less than a. This implies b comma a cannot be an element of R, and this implies we can say R is not symmetric. Is it not? And third one, transitive. Let a comma b and b comma c belongs to R. This implies a is less than b and b is less than c. Combining these two, a is less than c, then a comma c belongs to R. Because of a comma c belongs to R, we can conclude it is transitive. And this shows that the relation R is transitive but neither reflexive and nor transitive. Okay, we'll move to next question. Subdivision 3. Give an example of a relation which is reflexive and symmetric but not transitive. Mean we can take the set A with 3 elements 4 comma 6 comma 8, and the relation R is a subset of A cross A, and with the example R in tabular form, and 4 comma 4 6 comma 6, it should be reflexive. 8 comma 8 and 4 comma 6 and 6 comma 4 and 6 comma 8 and 8 comma 6. Okay, with the help of this example we can conclude one by one. It is reflexive. Why? For all A of the set A comma A belongs to R. At least 4 comma 4 belongs to R, 6 comma 6 belongs to R. 8 comma 8 belongs to R. It is reflexive. The second one, it is symmetric. Why? For any ordered pair A comma B of the relation R, B comma A also belongs to the same relation. 4 comma 4 and reverse of 4 comma 4, 4 comma 4, 6 comma 6 and 8 comma 8. 4 comma 6 means 6 comma 4, 6 comma 8 means 8 comma 6. So it is untransitive. And third one, it is symmetric, not transitive, and it is not transitive. So dear student, to say it is not transitive, show one violation enough. If we take 4 comma 6 and 6 comma 8, 4 comma 6, 6 comma 8 belongs to R, but the 4 comma 8 does not belongs to R, so it is not transitive. Okay, this is with the help of the example, and we have showed all the three requirements. It is reflexive, it is symmetric, but not a transitive. And same question 10 and subdivision 4, we have to show that it is reflexive and transitive, but not and symmetric. But not symmetric mean, and with the help of the example R in set builder form with the representative element A comma B, such that A square is greater than or equal to B square. Very rare relation, so we have to remember. All of a sudden, we cannot coin all this. By practice only, and we can show this kind of example. Listen. So based on this, and A comma B belongs to any set. The set is not mentioned here. Any set A. Okay. Then we'll discuss one by one. It is and reflexive because of equal. So if we take any element A of A square equal to A square, this implies A comma A belongs to R. It is reflexive. Then it is untransitive. How to conclude? Let us take two members A comma B, B comma C belongs to R. Okay, so this implies A square is greater than or equal to B square, and B square greater than or equal to C square. Combining these two, A square is greater than or equal to C square. We can conclude with the help of this A comma C belongs to R. So it is transitive. But we have to show that it is not symmetric. To show it's not symmetric, so let A comma B belongs to R, and this implies A square is greater than or equal to B square, but interchanging this, B square is not greater than A square, then we can say B comma A does not belongs to R, and therefore the relation R is not symmetric. The relation R is not symmetric. We move to the next question, and the same question and subdivision 5, we have to show that it is symmetric and transitive but not reflexive. So with the help of the example, A is a set with two elements minus 5 comma 6, and the relation R is a subset of A cross A. With the example, we can take the relation R in tabular form minus 5 comma minus 5 comma minus 6. I think this is minus 6. Other one minus 6 comma minus 5, and third one minus 5 comma minus 5. Okay, this can be one of the subset of A cross A, and it is symmetric. Minus 5 comma 6 means the reverse relation minus 6 comma 5, minus 5 minus 5 the reverse relation minus 5 minus 5. So what is the conclusion? 1, and it is symmetric because for all A comma B belongs to R, B comma A also belongs to R. Is it not? The second one, it is transitive. Minus 5 comma 6 and minus 6 comma 5 belongs to R, and minus 5 minus 5 first element and fourth element belongs to R. This one possibility. Now minus 6 minus 5, minus 5 minus 5 belongs to R. The transitive minus 6 minus 5 also belongs to R. Also belongs to R. Then one more pair we can take minus 5 minus 5 and minus 5 minus 6 belongs to R. This implies minus 5 minus 6 also belongs to R. Because of this, and we can conclude, and it is transitive. It is transitive, it is and symmetric, and but not reflexive mean minus 5 is there, but minus 6 does not belongs to R. So to confirm a reflexive case, minus 5 belongs to R, but minus 6 does not belongs to R. Therefore, the relation R is not reflexive. Is not reflexive. Is it not? We'll go to next question. And question number 11. Show that the relation R and set of points of the plane given by P comma Q. The distance of the point P from the origin is same as the distance of the point Q is an equivalent relation. Further show that the set of points related to the point P that is other than origin is a circle passing through P with origin as a center. So what is R? The ordered pair P comma Q. Both P and Q are equal distance from the origin. Here P comma Q are points in the plane, or 2 points are points equidistant from the origin. Now, and to test a reflexive case, we can take any point, let and P be a point belongs to the set A. What is A? A set of points in a plane then when P comma P always equidistant from the origin, so belongs to R. Since OP equal to OP, the distance of first point from the origin OP, the distance of image from the origin OP. This is the reason. Okay, it is reflexive. It is reflexive. And to confirm a symmetry case, symmetricity, to confirm symmetricity nature, let us take a member P comma Q of the relation R such that OP equal to OQ, and both are equal distance from the origin, means we can interchange OQ also will be equal to OP. Then Q can be pre-image and P can be image. Then Q comma P also can be a point in the plane such that the 2 points Q and P are equidistant from the origin, belongs to R, and this proves that it is symmetric. It is symmetric. Then transitivity. Transitivity, take 2 points and P comma Q and Q comma S belongs to the relation R, and this implies OP equal to OQ and OQ equal to OS. Combining these two, we can write OP equal to OS. This implies P comma S also belongs to R. So this concludes that, and the relation R is transitive. Therefore, the relation R is an equivalence relation. If we take the points and P comma Q, and P is origin other than P is other than origin, but its position, let the point P is not equal to origin, and the distance of the point from the origin is constant, then this implies the distance OP is equal to constant, then the distance OP equal to x square plus y square is constant, then x square plus y square equal to some constant can be written in term of some a square, a circle with the center 0, 0 and radius the constant distance a. Okay, we'll move to next question. And show that the relation R defined in the set A of all triangles such that T1, T2, where T1 is similar to a T2. Let us take first the relation R in the set builder form T1, T2, and such that T1 is similar to and T2. The first, it is reflexive. Why reflexive? For any triangle of the set A is an collection of triangle, and T1 is similar to T1. This implies T1, T1 can be an element of the relation R, and therefore R is reflexive. Therefore, R is reflexive. And it is symmetric also. It is symmetric. Why? Let we can take T1 comma T2 be a member of the relation R. This implies T1 is similar to T2, and this implies T2 is similar to T1, and this implies and T2 can be pre-image of T1 belongs to R. This proves that it is symmetric. And to prove transitivity, let us take two ordered pair. Let T1 comma T2, T2 comma T3 belongs to R, and this implies T1 is similar to T2 and T2 is similar to T3. This implies T1 is similar to T3. This implies T1 comma T3 belongs to R, and therefore the relation R is transitive also. So and therefore the relation R is an equivalence relation. If we look at the question, consider the three right triangles T1 with 3, 4, 5 and 5, 12, 13 and 6, 8, 10, and which triangle among T1, T2 are related mean, and T1 is related to and T3 because the corresponding sides are proportional. 3 is proportional to 6, 4 is proportional to 8 and 5 is proportional to 10. So among the triangle T1, T2, T3, among the triangle T1, T2, T3, among the triangles T1, T2 and T3, T1 is related to T2 since T1 is similar to T2. The T1 with the side 3, 4, 5 and T2 with the side and 6, 8, and 10, then this implies 3 by 6 and 4 by 8 and 5 by 10. The corresponding sides are proportional. That's why T1 and T3 are related to each other and with respect to the similar nature or similarity. The next question, and show that the relation R defined in the set A of all the polygons or P1, P2. P1, P2 are two polygons with the same number of sides. So the relation R with the representative element P1, P2, where P1, P2 are polygons with the same side. With the same number of sides. With the same number of sides. So to test reflexivity or reflexive nature, let a polygon P1 of the set A. What is a set of polygon? In a plane. Okay, then this implies and P1 comma P1 belongs to R. Yes, number of pages of P1 and P1 equal. So it is reflexive. Therefore, R is reflexive. Now we have test and symmetric nature. Symmetricity or symmetric nature. Let us take an arbitrary member P1 comma P2 of the relation R. That means number of and pages of P1 is equal to number of pages of P2 by interchanging number of pages of P2 will be equal to number of pages of P1. This conclude P2 is a pre-image of P1 with respect to the relation R. So it is symmetric. Now we have to discuss transitive nature and transitivity. Let us take a two ordered pairs P1 comma P2 and P2 comma P3 belongs to R. Here P1, P2, P3 are three members of the set A. A is set of and polygons. A is set of polygons. Then this implies number of pages of P1 is equal to number of pages P2 is equal to number of pages and P3, and this implies number of pages P1 is equal to number of pages and P3 mean and P1 can be pre-image of P3 of the relation R. So this implies R is transitive and it is an equivalence relation. Equivalent relation. If we look at the question, what is the set of all elements A related to the right triangle T with the side 3, 4, 5 mean 3, 4, 5 is a right triangle mean the set of all polygon related to the right triangles or triangles. Here three sided. Here we are interested only in the number of sides. So T is a triangle mean triangle also one of the polygon. So now we can conclude the set of all and polygon related to T is also triangles. The set of all polygons related to a triangle and T with the sides 3, 4, 5 is a right triangle is a collection of triangles in a plane. Okay, this should be a conclusion We'll move to next question. The next question, let L be the set of all lines in XOY plane and R be the relation in L. What is L? Defined as and is collection of lines in XY plane, and L1, L2 is a member, mean L1 is parallel to L2. So what is the relation R with the representative element L1, comma L2, and L1 is parallel to L2, and L1, comma L2 are the member of the set L, a collection of lines in a plane. Okay, to test and reflexive nature, to test reflex natures, let L1 belongs to L. This implies L1 is parallel to L1. This implies L1, comma L1 and belongs to R, and therefore the relation R is reflexive. Okay, and to confirm and symmetricity, let us take arbitrary member L1, comma L2 of the relation R. Then L1 is parallel to L2 as well as L2 is parallel to L1. Now L2 is pre-image of the line image L1 belongs to R, and therefore the relation R is symmetric. Okay, and to test transitivity, let us take two ordered pairs L1, comma L2 and L2, comma L3 belongs to R, and here L1, L2, L3 belongs to the set L, a collection of straight lines in a plane, and this implies L1 is parallel to L2 and L2 is parallel to L3. This implies L1 is parallel to L3, then L1 is a pre-image of L3 belongs to R, and this shows that the relation R is transitive, and therefore the relation R is an equivalence relation. Let us have a look in the question, and what is given, find the set of all lines related to the line y equal 2x plus 4 mean this is a straight line with a slope 2 and y intercept and 4 mean we need a family of line. What is a family of line with one arbitrary constant? We can take the slope is arbitrary constant. Taking slope is arbitrary constant, the set of our lines, and taking slope is the arbitrary constant, the set of our lines. Taking slope and arbitrary constant, the set of all lines or we can take slope arbitrary constant or same slope and intercept arbitrary constant. We can think the other way also, and taking intercept as an arbitrary constant. As an arbitrary constant, the set of all lines y equal to 2x plus c, where c can be any real numbers. Okay, so y equal to 2x plus c. This is the required answer for the additional question. Make note of it. Okay, so dear student, we'll move to next question, and the next question will be discussed in the next class. And with this, and we have to wind up this second session of relation and function, because we cannot make the length of the video is more than 1 hour. So there are still more videos we have to discuss in the particular topic relation and function. So dear student, my humble request, be the regular visitor of these particular videos, and visit again and again and learn and again until you get complete understanding of each and every topic. Thank you student. We will meet in the next and video session and related to the same topic, relation and function. Thank you.